On Saturday, President Vladimir Putin, Ukraine's Adolf Hitler's SS killing cadres glorify in Leningrad 80 years after end of the siege of a monument to eliminate Nazism promised to open a sign. The Russian leader repeatedly called the Soviet Union's victory against Nazi Germany in the Second World War to justify his attack against Ukraine. Ukraine's accusation that it was a fascist state requiring seizures was misrepresented by independent experts. The regime in Kiev Hitler's offensive partners glorify SS on Saturday, said. And Russia said, it will do everything possible to suppress Nazism and finally eliminate it. Today, the followers' Nazi practitioners are convicted, regardless of what they themselves, his hometown and the modern name Leningrad, St. Petersburg.Said. Western and independent academics have repeatedly rejected Putin's attempt to throw Kiev as a Nazi sympathizer. The siege Leningrad, an activity that formed large part Putin's personal identity and has a total importance for millions Russians, spoke at the opening new monument complex to victims during Second World War. More than 800,000 people of hunger, illness and ardment during the 872-day siege by German forces. On Saturday, Putin had previously visited a cemetery where more than 400,000 victims were buried in mass graves. On January 27, 1944, the Soviet Red Army broke the siege. Although he was born after the war, Putin's brother of starvation during siege, he also remembered how his mother once fainted and was placed on the street next to a group of bodies assumed to be starving. The Kremlin is accused of manipulating history of the Second World War to justify attack against Ukraine and a repressive turn at home. The Soviet Union lost about 27 million people in what he calls Great Patriotic War more than other countries. Putin made memory of the war at center of Russia's national spirit. Passing ceremonies, monuments, cultural events and school curriculums are more devoted to the heroism and courage of Soviet soldiers. At same time, Kremlin tried to break discussions surrounding conflict. Tabu, such as the 1939 secret alliance with Germany and the secret police of Joseph Stalin to carve Poland, such as more than 20,000 Polish S in Katyn.